Chatty Batty. I hope everyone has had a good start to the week. Happy Bats Blast Day. Oh my gosh, so many good beans. Hi. Welcome. I'm Spacey Bottotelli, Gadgeteer Bat, game developer, and today we are finishing our playthrough of X6 Tweaks. Oh my gosh, also thank you, Mike, to 28 months. Has it really been that long already? Oh my gosh. But thank you very much. Also, hello, Alex, Mike Haas, Gospel, Hero, Bob, Dark Fairy Rune, congrats on your debut the other day. LQQQ, 9bat, Caitlin, Welcome. Yeah, almost 2.5 years. Wow. I'll try not to think about the relentless passage of time too much. Except when it pertains to my current project. Which I am having an interesting conundrum because, like, the project I'm working on, like, is the first one where not every level ends in a boss fight. It's quite nice, actually. Like, I like the variety of pacing. And, like, I've said this before, but making a good boss battle takes it often takes as long, if not even longer, than making the level itself. So I think what that has allowed us to do is to make more levels. Like, since not every level has to end in a boss fight, that just frees up the development time for more level design. Which is a good thing because, like, the player's abilities are, like, much more suited to platforming challenges than they are to boss fights. Like, the boss fights are actually quite tricky to make a decent challenge because you have the time powers. So you can just, like, slow down the boss and then do a lot of damage that way. So what often will be the case is that even in cases where we have boss fights at the end of a level, it will usually involve, like, chasing the boss or, like, navigating some kind of platforming challenge on top of it. Yes, exactly, Will. Having balanced many boss fights, you agree that they're actually just as much work? Yeah. So, like, we're in the end game, so obviously there's, like, a higher density of boss fights, but I still want, like, a few, like, levels in between that do not have one, so that there isn't, like, an expectation in the final stretch that, oh, we need a boss fight for every single level in the end game. Because that might prolong development quite a bit. So I am currently in, like, a conundrum where the level I'm working on, which originally was slated to have a boss fight, no longer has one, so I'm just, like, trying to think of a final, like, climactic challenge to tie everything together. And I've been through a couple iterations and nothing has really stuck with me yet. But I am hoping I can think of something in the next couple days because I want to move on to the next level. I guess I could just leave it for, like, a polish pass later and just, like, move on for now. Which might be honestly might be a good option, because then we can get tester feedback to see what they might think, if they have any ideas. What if there was no final boss? No, there's gotta be a final boss. It's been hyped up in the story too much. I know that wasn't a serious question, but still. Final boss went on vacation. You know, funny you mentioned that. A lot of, like, I'm an avid enjoyer of classic Doom mods. And because the final bosses in classic Doom are so terrible, a lot of map packs will just end with no boss. They'll just end with, like, a final, like, big gauntlet against a huge army of demons. But I do honestly appreciate when a custom Doom map set goes the extra mile and makes a custom boss that, like, truly, like, caps things off. I played enough map packs that it honestly bothers me when there's no final boss. Just, like, put in that little extra effort. It really pays off. Even if it's... I'll take, like, another Icon of Sin fight over just an enemy gauntlet. That's how desperate I am for good final bosses in Doom. I I quite liked the way that Going Down handled its final boss too. It kind of like gives you the impression that you're just gonna fight like another Spire Mastermind as the final boss, but then she turns red, and then it's like nice. And when I go back to Doom, which is not going to be this month because we're playing Mega Man games this month, but when I go back to Doom, I want to play Eternity next, and that has a really good final boss too. Being let down is the true final boss. Every game. Oh, yeah, Bob, that is a base take. Every game needs a final boss because it needs a final boss theme. Yeah. Oh, so that's an interesting hypothesis, Pyroraptor. So Pyroraptor postulates that if Mega Man X had Sigma literally just removed completely, the entire series would be better, both from a gameplay and story perspective. I don't know. I mean, gameplay-wise, you could have like a different villain in every X game. I could see that maybe working out, where like X has a different like antagonist every game that tests a different like aspect of his humanity. Yeah. Like, so in other words, basically what X3 tried to do with Dr. Doppler, supplanting Sigma as the main villain, only to bring Sigma back at the very end. X6 does this too with Gate, and X8 as well with Lumine, where like, oh, well, Lumine's an interesting case. It's kind of the inverse, where it kind of like baits you into thinking Sigma's going to be the main final boss, but then it's Lumine. Oh, hold on a second, I got a phone call. Hello? Hi. No, what? Up here? Whoa. Right now? Oh. Huh. No? Okay. Well, I hope there was no, like, property damage or anything. Okay. Okay, bye. No, it's okay, it's okay. It's just, okay, so Mama... Whoa, holy moly. Okay, so Mama Spacey just called me from work, and she asked me, like, right away, like, hey, did you experience like any like loud noises or like earthquakes or anything? And I was like, no. And she was like, okay, so she was like up in the town, and they heard like a big like boom boom, like 2 booms in a row, and the whole building shook. Like every building in town shook after the couple of booms. So they don't know what caused it. But thankfully, it's not like an actual earthquake, because otherwise I would have felt it down here. Yeah, you're not hanging out with me today? Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, yeah, like we don't get those unless they're like man-made. Did somebody like set off pyrotechnics or something? Or did an aircraft crash or something? Would that cause a big enough boom? I feel like the only thing that would cause like a huge boom like that around here is if they were like mining for stone or something, and they decided to like blow up a cliff face or something. So I'm guessing she's gonna have a story to tell me when she gets home later. Yeah, I hope nobody lost buildings and nobody was hurt, whatever it was. Yeah, Choreo explosion. There was actually like a local protest a few years ago because they didn't want to because there was like a company that was gonna like make a quarry around here. So there was like a protest a few years back where they had like signs out by the road, and everybody was like, "Say no to the quarry." But at the same time, there were also counter protests where like we need the quarry. It's no big deal. There are safety precautions, and it will help get money in. So that was the whole thing. They eventually did have the quarry made. I don't think it's that. I would be surprised. The quarry, you've seen that game? Some townies throwing bombs. You know, I honestly like. Given the vibes up here, I honestly would not be surprised if somebody tried to fish with dynamite. Like, somebody could be that dumb. And like, around this time of year when we get like a lot of snowmobilers, they will not take proper safety precautions. And there's like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 snowmobiling related deaths every year up here. And it's like, oh my gosh. Oh, yes, gospel. Some people do fish with dynamite. Hopefully not up here, because this is a protected area. If that was actually the case, then somebody is going to be in, like, big trouble. I have a feeling, like, if somebody caused this big boom, then, like, regardless of why they caused it, they're probably going to be in big trouble. Oh, Darkmoon. Your town protested against the Dunkin' Donuts? That's interesting. Yeah, I always got the impression up here that because, like, we're so far away from, like, any major cities or anything, that's the reason why we don't have any, like, brand chains up here. But I have to wonder if at some point they considered it and, like, the town shut them down. But there's only, like, local mom and pop restaurants up here. It's a great local donut shop. Dunkin' tried to move near it. Oh, okay, so they were worried that they were going to drive the local place out of business. Yeah, actually, I think the closest, I guess what you would call like fast food brand chain, food place near my house is a Dunkin' Donuts. I think it's like 20 minutes away. Yeah, there's a Dunkin' there. There is also a Burger King, but literally every time I've eaten at that Burger King, I've gotten food poisoning. So that's nice. That's not really an option. There's also like a Subway that is like another 3 minutes away, which I've been there a couple times and it's been nice. It's a Subway. But it's nice if I don't want to like cook anything and if I get tired of like the local like deli places. They took away your Dunkin' Donut? No. Yeah, I actually don't even go to the Dunkin' for donuts. I go there for breakfast stuff. I really like their croissant sandwiches. Is that what they're called? It's like the croissant and they've got the egg and like bacon on it, but the bacon is kind of like this this honey maple barbecue kind of flavor. It's like a honey maple bacon. And I'll get that with some what are they called? Hash browns. And then a little tub of orange juice. Yeah. If I ever have a reason to go down there early in the morning, then that's usually what I pick up. Yeah, honey maple. Yeah, the taste of maple goes so well with bacon. Yeah, Mama Spacey and I can make a mean French toast as well for breakfast. Like we've been having that more often whenever Mama Spacey's off, and we just want to have like a big breakfast together. More often we've been going the French toast route. So the only fast food chain you had close to home unfortunately closed due to the pandemic. Burgers were bad, but fries and milkshakes were good. Oh yeah, a good milkshake. Oh, a good milkshake is just like a guilty pleasure, you know? Milkshakes have so many calories. Like, I cannot have a milkshake and then sit still afterwards. I need to like get up and get moving and go on the treadmill afterwards to to feel better. But so yummers. So yeah, I hope everybody up there is okay. But yeah, before that whole like conversation happened, yeah, going back to what Pyro Raptor was postulating about, like, if Sigma wasn't around, I honestly think like it would have been really cool if like Capcom was willing to let go of Sigma after X1. And then like from like, and then maybe like in X2, the main antagonist would have been, what's his name? Was it Sergi's? Like the leader of the X Hunters? Yeah, and then X3 would have been Doppler. X4 would have been General. You know, that's a common like trend, you know, like for most X games, there is like a major antagonist that is like built up to be the main threat, and then Sigma just comes in out of nowhere. So they already have like the pieces in place almost. Except for X5. X5, you know what? Yeah, that probably would have been pretty cool. Like Sigma being X1's villain, and then not appearing again until X5, and then after X5, he's dead for good. And then X6 would be Gate, X7 would be Red, X8 would be Lumine. Like, they kind of do that already. They already kind of have, like, other bad guys that X contends with, that test a different aspect of his humanity. But then they just put, like, Sigma in at the end because it's tradition. Do you think Sigma has some of the worst boss fights? Yeah. It actually even started with X1. Like, X1 started the trend of, oh, you really should get all of the E-tanks that should be optional because that's the only way you'll stand a chance against Sigma. When in reality, I think all you should really need in order to face off fairly against Sigma is whatever new armor X has in that game. You shouldn't need the E-tanks on top of that. Oh, yeah, that's the thing too. Like they hyped up Dynamo in X5 like out of nowhere to be this like rival threat to X and Zero. He makes a cameo in X6, which you might see after we start like trying to find all the armor parts, but like other than that, like he just like fell off the radar and he never like actually like truly paid for his crimes. So that was a waste of a character. Kind of goes to show how like rushed X6 really was. Yeah, Bandit, I agree. Like, I think the fairest Sigma fights that I recall playing through actually are X2 and ironically X6. Like every other Sigma fight is just like disproportionately difficult compared to the rest of the game. To the point where anytime I see anyone play those games for the first time, when they get to that boss, it takes them hours. I think the worst offenders are probably like, I'd say X4 is probably the worst offender. It's just like a huge difficulty spike compared to the rest of that game. Because like X4 is relatively like easy by X standards. So to have Sigma be like the usual super difficult fight it is like, oh my goodness. Dynamo is in X6 so he doesn't get fined. Oh, even in the Capcom card game, Sigma's cards are literally banned. That's really funny. Yeah, I guess it depends on the person and what character you choose to play as first. Because, like, I think if you play Zero first, you'll have an easier time in the levels, but a harder time with the bosses. And then it's like the opposite for X, where X has a bit of a tougher time in the levels, but easier time with the bosses because he has like the proper weapons that can stun them. Yeah. I know that too, Bob. Like the fact that the word Sigma has gained new context in the year 2024, 2025. Even speedrunners struggle with X-Force Sigma, yeah. Because the tricks that they can usually use in order to like damage boost and like take damage in order to save time, they can't really do against X-Force Sigma because he does so much damage. All right. So, let us get the game ready. Okay, let me see. Where do I have it? I've never played a Marvel vs. Capcom game. They have that collection out, so it might be worth checking out sometime. Probably like, yeah, I don't know, because like I'm not really that into fighting games. I feel like it hurts my hands too easily nowadays, just the inputs required. But I do like the idea of Marvel and Capcom characters facing off. And it's got cool music. Let me boot this up. Oh, yeah, I remember that, Alex. Like, the fact that Phoenix Wright was a fighter in those games. And, like, he is, like, the weakest character by far until he starts building up evidence against his opponent. And then he becomes super powerful. It's so cool. That kind of reminds me of the way Sakurai approaches, like, joke characters in Smash Bros. Where, like when they're first revealed, you're like, what? How's this gonna work? And then you see it in action, and you're like, oh, okay, this is cool. It's so good, yeah. Dante's in Marvel vs. Capcom? Huh. Oh, yeah, that mental image bandit. Like, Phoenix Wright could, like, sue all of the super powerful, like, Marvel gods, like Galactus, and actually win that way. Ultron Sigma? Oh, that's a cool thought, honestly. It kind of reminds me of the Worlds Collide arc, like the Sonic and Mega Man crossover, in the comics. How Eggman and Wily just like collabed on a bunch of robots, and it was the coolest thing ever. He actually defends Galactus at the end of the game. Video games. Monster Hunter is a fighter? Oh. That kind of reminds me of when Mega Man X Dive was still an online game. They had a Monster Hunter collab. And X got this like really awesome Rathalos armor. And they didn't bring that into the offline version for some reason, even though Monster Hunter is owned by Capcom. I'm like, no! Whatever. I'm sure people have hacked it back in. Okay, I'm gonna take sippy. I should get down from the ceiling in order to sip. Yeah. I think that's the longest I've ever been hanging from the start of the stream. You know, Gospel, I have not actually played Mega Man X Dive because it looks like it's just like grindy gacha affair, and I do not like gacha games. I don't feel like I am morally opposed to endorsing that kind of game design. I mean, in a lot of games, it's pretty non-intrusive, but like, still, like the temptation is there to like speed things along by paying money, and it's like, no, don't do that. Respect your player's time. I would rather, I know they're like big money makers and they're a good way to like support a company and make sure that it can make like actual good games. like the gacha games are, you know, like cash cows for a lot of companies. But that can't be all that they make. It has to like go back into like actual like good offline single player experiences that you can just like pick up, play over the course of a few days, and then just kind of like look back on it as an enjoyable experience on its own merits. That's the issue I have with MiHoYo, because if MiHoYo really locked down, they could make an amazing single player experience that has no gacha mechanics, and they could fund it with the money that they get from gacha. But unfortunately, it seems like they're just like always going to make gacha games or games with gacha mechanics. So it makes me sad because they have such cool character designs, and my voice acting friends have so many nice things to say about their experiences voice acting for those games. But it's like, oh my gosh, I pine for the day when they actually decide to make like a good, like, you know, single player experience without gacha. Xenoblade 2. How do you feel about a game like Xenoblade 2, which has a gacha-esque mechanic, but with no microtransactions, just in-game items? I have not played Xenoblade 2. All I know about it is Pyra and Mithra and Rex, who are all represented in Smash Bros. Oh, I'll have to take a look at that later, Bob. It sounds really interesting. Yeah, like... At best, I feel like gacha is a necessary evil for certain studios to stay above water in terms of finances. At best. But like unless like I really feel like supporting like the studio, I just don't see myself playing gacha anymore. Gacha isn't necessarily microtransactions. It's just that the presence of gacha mechanics reinforces and affects a lot of other aspects of the game. Like Infinity Nikki, for example. Like I love the vibe of that game, but because it has gacha mechanics in it, there are all sorts of like unnecessary collectibles and daily tasks that you have to perform in order to like build up like a wide variety of different like currencies, and every currency like is able to get you like a certain like type of thing or a chance to get another type of thing. And you have this like tablet device that you can open up in the game, and it has like all of these different like menus and stuff, and it's just like a nightmare to navigate and like wrap your head around what currency is used for which menu, what is it used to purchase which item. And it's all because they have gacha. Like there are basically like straight up certain items and currencies in games like that only exist to reinforce the gacha and nothing else. So that's why I pine for the day that MiHoYo makes a good like single player experience, because it makes me wonder what amazing things they could pull off if they just like streamlined everything to be like a, you know, like a typical like action adventure RPG that you would find on home consoles. Your favorite, okay, so your favorite kinds of microtransactions gacha mechanics are the ones that exclusively unlock cosmetics and don't lock any game functions or progression. Yeah, I feel that too. But nevertheless, that still incentivizes developers to add complexity when it shouldn't be necessary. Which, you know, like Infinity Nikki again, for example, like pretty much anything you can get in that game is cosmetic. But I mean, I guess not. There's stats attached to the clothing, but still, even if your gacha stuff is purely cosmetic, there's still like an incentive to like advertise to the player and like persuade them to try as much as possible to try and like buy those things, even though they're not necessary for completion. Yeah, Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah, imagine if that was just like an open world, like Grand Theft Auto style, like thing. That had like no gacha. You didn't need to log in or anything. No creating accounts or anything like that. You just pop it into your Steam, boot it up, and then you're good to go. Okay. Waifu says, so the problem is that multiple gacha studios have done that. Try to make a single player game without gacha mechanics, but unfortunately seldom sells well. One of the standout exceptions being Grand Blue. Yeah, I'm really happy that the most recent Grand Blue game was as successful as it was, because it shows it is possible. Like, again, I don't mind if they use the gacha game as a way to like build up money in order to like afford to be able to make a good single player experience. I could maybe see myself doing that if I was like spearheading like a much larger game studio that had like a lot of overhead costs. So I'd have like the one online game with the gacha stuff, and that would help like fund other projects. Yeah, like I feel like bigger companies, they kind of need their cash cows in that regard. But like, it's just nice being an indie dev. I don't really have to worry about this kind of stuff, and I have like pretty good control over my budget, since like I'm the only one who's like running the company. So I don't have to worry about like having like a steady income other than what I need to like survive. So like I feel like having a studio grow like into a larger company is like a risk reward thing, because on one hand, you are able to make bigger and better projects. You're able to hire more people to help make your dreams come true. But the risk with that is that like there's more to lose if any of your projects flop and don't earn a lot of money compared to what you put into them. So all things considered, I'm pretty comfortable where Galaxy Trail is right now. Like I like kind of like I like that we have our niche, you know, where like there are specific games that we are kind of like known for, and there are specific games that we look out for in terms of like being able to help other like creators publish their games. Like most recently with Carol Quest 64, which I'm very much looking forward to. Risk is you might accidentally turn evil if you have enough money. You know, the way you say it, it sounds kind of like jokey, but it's actually, there is actually something wrong with like the human brain, where after it starts building up like a certain amount of like resources, like you just get into that hoarding mindset, and like it's really difficult to stop. I don't know, there's something wrong with our monkey brains. If I had to guess, it's probably because we have instincts from like thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago about how like we are like psychologically motivated to hoard because there was a severe lack of resources back in those ancient times, and it was necessary for survival. The problem is that in the modern era, when you can like gather far more resources than you would realistically need to survive, that like natural instinct to hoard does not go away. So then it just becomes like an active detriment. Yeah, technology has moved way faster than the human psyche. So it's just like one of the big challenges, you know? And it's not even like a matter of like when will we evolve to go beyond our baser instincts, because like that's kind of scary to think about, because like, yeah, that would solve the problem, but then would that affect any of the other aspects that make us human, that make us love and like create art? Yeah, philosophy. Oh, I should take another sippy. And then we can get started. Yes, that's another good way of putting it, Slayers. Humans are competitive by nature. We are not above the animals. We are one of them. I am one of them, because I'm a bat. Bats! Reject humanity, return to bat. Oh, to be a simple little bat flying through the air without any of the cares of humanity. Okay. So, let me see if I can boot this up. Gotta make sure that I have the patched version rather than base X6. There we go. Okay, let's hop over to the game screen. Bats. Good old PS1. Oh, yeah. That's an interesting angle to think about too, Pyroraptor. Where maybe it's not so much that we are succumbing to baser instincts by hoarding, but that we are going against our natural programming. As a result of pressure from like, you know, modern structures. Yes, what are we fighting for? Yeah, the region check pass screen. Okay. So last we left off, we had just gotten the guard shell, but I want to go back to that level so we can go to the optional path and get all the goodies there. And I need to figure out where the helmet is for the shadow armor. Cause I want to play. The shadow armor is like genuinely one of the coolest like armors X has ever had. Also, how's the volume compared to my voice? Does this mod work for the Japanese version? I think there's like a, cause it comes with like a patcher tool that lets you like pick and choose which changes you want. I think in that you can pick what language like you end up with. A little loud? Okay. How's that? Is all good? Much better? Okay. Okay, so we want to go back here. Okay, we got all our parts, so... let's try 0. Well, oh, Crit, hello! Hope you're doing well. Does the mod change armor locations? It does not. I really wish that it like made it so that Ground Scarevich's level wasn't randomized. At least for the final room where the armor part is. Oh yeah, we've got the saber extender now. Okay. Oh, it's slippery. Why is it slippery? Yeah, like, most of what makes X6, like, decent, despite, like, literally being everything else, being X6, is, it's just, it has the same, like, engine as X4 and X5. So that's the only way it really benefits. Come on. Stop. Come on. This way. Thank you. So I believe, like, in this room, there's, like, a downwards path. No, it's the next room. Okay, that bypasses their shields. Nice. Okay, out of the way, please. Let's go. So we want to go down here. Nice. Okay, so this is the second area. Like this? Almost. What does that do? Okay, that's another one of the lasers. A puzzle level in a Mega Man X game? Who would have thought? What is that for? These are not changing direction. Maybe if I hit this... Okay, why is that going in that direction now? Yes. The turret shoots at your general position. Okay. Okay, we're slowly figuring out. Come on. Ah. Let's go. Whoa, wait, what? Whoop. Interesting. I bet if I air dashed, I could get across. Okay, what was... That's Guard Shell. Which is very powerful on Zero. Zero, this capsule contains data for an armor program. The program contained here is the body program for the blade armor. With this program, X will take less damage, and any damage he incurs will be converted into energy to perform the Giga attack. Please, lend your strength to X and save the world. Blue Santa Claus! You know, that's a fun way to refer to him, Blue Santa. Okay. So I guess that's a secret. Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay. I want that heart container. But I don't think I'm gonna get it without dying unless I'm Shadow Armor X. It's worth it.
Ready?
Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. Nice. Second area. I can't remember, did I beat Gate last time? I mean, not Gate, Hymax. I don't think I did. No. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, weapon tank. Once again, over spikes. so you have to spend a life in order to get the W tank. I don't... At least I don't think the W tank is really necessary because the weapons are so bad. Oh, come on. How can that not break shields? Oh. Okay. Well, I'm on my last life, so I might as well get the W. Oh, I could damage boost, actually. Okay. It won't do damage. There we go. That was close. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. And we start in the second area. Despite continuing, so that is good. I really think that down attack should go through shields. So we can't wall jump off that, so we need the shadow armor to get that that dude. Oh, there we go. As long as it's on the backside. I want that. If I do this. There we go. No you don't. Haha. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, Joker, that's a good point. Jack Frost. Or as you call Father Frost. That's kind of a like a blue Santa almost. Okay, so to use Guard Shell. Okay, I want to use Guard Shell. I think there's a trick to do extra damage with it. And best thing is that there's no, like, ammo for it. I think if you manage to beat Hymax in the optional fight, then you get early access to Gates' lab without having to beat all 8 of the investigators. How the heck do you manage to hide that humongous body of yours? You've been hiding all the same, haven't you? You can rest easy, however. I'll make it so that nobody else ever sees you again. Okay. Okay. I'll just keep doing this. Bye. Ah, I missed. If I time that correctly, I can get it. Also, we have E-tanks now. I gotta remember that. This first part of the fight really drags on, but once he does his, like, super attack, where he goes in the middle and, like, unleashes his shield, then it starts to go by smoother, because then you can just damage him normally. Yeah, and if you recall, I mentioned during the last stream that it's quite possible to access this fight without a special weapon, and you can only damage him with special weapons. So if you do that, then you just have to, like, lose all your lives and game over. Aw, dang it. I just got impatient. Well... Now... Come on! Are you winning? Hello, Kamaiku! Just gonna have to wait. I don't think I can get any, like, shortcuts in. Well... Haha! Yeah, I think it's just because he's still a little bit invincible after he comes down. So I think what it wants you to do is just, like, stick back until it wears off. Uh-huh. I can't recall, did they change Zero's Japanese voice clips between X5 and X6? Or is it the same as in X5? Bump, bump. Isn't Zero the one am I fighting for guy? He is! It's funny that that's how you know him. But he will continue to ask himself that question all the way up until the last Mega Man Zero game. He does eventually figure out an answer to it, though. Okay. Come on. Come on, step it up. That was face. Japanese Zero has been the same guy since X4. Nice. Yeah, I thought it sounded familiar. Okay, there we go. No! This is what I need an E-Tank for. Okay, whatever. Yeah, Alex, the main thing about this game, Mega Man X6, is that it was Christmas rushed back in the day. So, base X6 is not finished. I am playing a mod that patches and rebalances a few things. A few of the more, like, obnoxious things that they glossed over. So, it's a little bit better, but it's still, like pretty imbalanced. Yeah, they only had time for the Japanese voices. And the original English translation was an absolute train wreck. That is something that this patch that I'm playing fixes. It retranslates the entire script. Okay, since we have the guard shell, I think that's the weakness of Infinity Maginian. So I think he's next. Actually, he's the last one before we unlock Gate Slab. Okay. So let's go with X in the Falcon armor. For those who don't know, the Falcon armor was an armor you can unlock in X5, and he starts this game with it. And the level design assumes that you will just use the Falcon armor. There are a few places in the game where it's actually impossible to beat as unarmored X, which this patch fixes by allowing unarmored X to use the air dash. So this level's pretty short. It's just a boss fight, followed by another boss fight. Well, what's that huge Reploid? A huge Reploid? It's probably Illumina. The project was supposed to have been cancelled, but it's very possible they built it anyway with the whole affair under wraps. This research facility never got the appropriate sanctions to build such weapons, so that's probably what happened. I can't get any readings on my end, so it must be the nightmare at work. The original blueprints for Illumina included huge energy cables connecting to it, so if you manage to destroy those, you'll probably put Illumina out of commission. See if you can find them. Okay. That is a bottomless pit. Wasn't really clear, but now I know. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was entirely intentional that this song kind of, like, is based on the Final Countdown. I think I have the fast charge mod as well. Okay, that's one cable down. Somewhere around here there is a portal that will take us to the second area, which I want to go to in order to get another part. Oopsie. Wait, take a nap? Oh, no problem, Edge. You get the rest that you need. You stayed up last night? Yeah, I stayed up last night watching my friend Dapperling play Tears of the Kingdom. But I only stayed up like around half an hour past my bedtime. It's nice to see her getting so much support ever since she debuted. And I freaking love the aesthetic of her model. It's like based on flowers and death. It's so good. Okay, there's one. Ah! Okay. Yeah, this entire section of level is just a straight line, pretty much. And they just, like, cram it with stuff. I wonder if any of my special weapons would be more effective. Maybe if I use the Z-Saber? Also, yeah, for those who weren't here yesterday, X6 starts with only X and 0 presumed dead. But you can get 0 back. But, like, since it just starts with X, he has the Z-Saber from after what happened at the end of X5. No! I want that. I want that. I want the dude. Oh! Perlaha, hello! You're making cookies? Let's go! Oh, what kind of cookies are they? I'm curious.
I'm interested in this.
Mama Spacey and I made, chocolate-coated marshmallows the other day. And they're super tasty, super tasty. And we still have some in the fridge. And what we did is, we put the marshmallow, we put the marshmallow covered in the chocolate on top of like these tiny graham crackers. So it's kind of like a mini like s'more bite. Chippy! Yeah, you start with the Falcon armor in this game, and it has the armor buff that it does in X5. So it remains extremely useful, even if it's the only armor that you ever get. Well, you don't get it, you start with it. Yes, we got him. Okay. Okay. Goodbye. Yeah, sometimes okay, yeah, you could just go here if you want. We're gonna do that. Yeah, sometimes I think, like, X6, when it was in development, was tested with the ultimate armor. Yeah, you just go left. Based on how things are balanced. I'll give you data for an armor program. The one I give you now is the arm program for the blade armor. Your charged buster will release a plasma shot which can deal repeated damage to certain enemies. You can also use a charged blade slash by holding up before releasing a charged buster shot. You can do it, X. So, like, both of my armor sets have 3 pieces now, I think. So I have to remember, like, what exactly I'm missing from what stage. Oh, whoops. This is certainly a level. Just random ropes floating in the air. And you get a pit death if you drop here, but if you go further along, then you don't die from falling in the pit. Unless you fall further down. See, now here, since the camera has snapped, this specific part is safe. Ah! This is like, this gives the vibe that, like, the level designer just slapped a bunch of ropes over an open pit and called it a day because they didn't have time for anything else. Yeah. Safe with big air quotes, yeah. Bring out that guard shell. I wonder what charge guard shell does. That's cool. Ugh. Yeah, I went left here. Yeah, literal guarding shells. Okay, let me go down here. I want to see if there's anything else over there. Please let me. Maybe a Mara option would help. Okay. And there's nothing. Well, at least I know. Please, please. Okay, let's try charge guard shell against the boss. Wait, no, it's Hymax is in this corner. Never mind. I don't want to fight Hymax. Okay. Let's try this again. Tactical support clams, yeah. Master Saber. That sounds cool. Okay, I'm trying to think which stages I didn't get the armor in, because there's 8 stages and 8 armor pieces. I think I got the one in Heat Nix. Did I get the one in Metal Shark? Cause no save, because I'm going right back in. I got the one in Museum, thankfully. Did I get the one in North Pole? I got the one in Laser. Metal Shark, there's Shadow Helmet? Okay, okay. I'll have to go back there after I'm done, here. Master Saber boosts saber damage? Nice! Okay. So Infinity Virginian is supposed to be a flea, but I guess Infinity Flea sounds kind of dumb in English, so they just kept the Japanese name. Because it could just be a result of the original English translation just not being that good. I'm still scratching my head over why they call Metal Shark Player and not just Metal Shark. Nice. No. No! Bruh! I can't see below me. This is one situation where the Falcon Armor's original flight capabilities would have been quite useful. How does a Z-Saber fare? I think it does a decent amount of damage. Whoops. Don't want to use that weapon. No. Why is it doing that? Is it because I'm accidentally pressing circle at the same time? Oh, thank you. Nice. Yeah, Z-Saber does quite a bit of damage, and both of his armors in this game are, like, sword-based. Like, I kind of like how they leaned into, like, Axe having, like, the gun and sword combo. Okay. Let's bring out... Charged Guard Shell. Well... Oh, the sprite looks so off. Someone has arrived. Infinity Virginian, you're one of the nightmare investigators, aren't you? What a nuisance. Why must I be burdened with picking up the slack of the other investigators? Wait, if you made it all the way here, then don't tell me that you destroyed my precious Illumina. Yeah, her head's in the background, you know. Your replay was a danger to me and everyone else. I had no choice but to destroy it. No! I still had some tests to run her. I was going to use her to teach a lesson to all those stuck-up fools who look down on me. You're going to pay for this. So his main gimmick is that he continuously makes copies of himself. What do the shells do? Oh, I see. I press the special button again and they shoot. Haha. Pew 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 pew. Okay. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I still need to fill up my E-tank. I probably should have repatched the game the other day to make it so that I don't start from the beginning if I lose all my lives. Whatever. Oh. Nice. Cool. Charge anchor to demolish the mini bosses. Ah, thank you for the tip. Yep, okay, already made it to the boss. Very short level. I'm not even sure if the normal version of Guard Shell is capable of damage. Ah, okay. Did I accidentally go off of it? Yeah. Please stop switching weapons randomly. Okay. Why does it disappear? There we go. Let's go! You can shoot after it blocks something. Oh, I see. So it's kind of like it will do damage, but it's unintuitive the way it does damage. Yeah! Okay, that's all 8.
Success!
So we can go to Gates Lab whenever we want, but I want to find the remaining armor pieces as well. I don't think I've been in the optional area in Metal Shark stage. Ray Arrow. Screen clearing blast. Oh, yeah, that's the zero giga attack too. Built specifically to process data at extremely high speeds. Though very skilled, he always ignored standard test procedures, choosing instead to go on his own schedule. He yielded excellent results, but was always at odds with the other staff due to his arrogance. Not even Gate could put a stop to his disruptive behavior. Eventually, one of his tests was sabotaged. It was a staged accident, and Maginian was killed in the process. That seems to be a recurring theme with these Mavericks. Well, these investigators, is that they are the victims of, like, staged attacks and accidents. Okay. I'm gonna save, and then I need to take a quick break to freshen up and check my mail. My physical mail. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Do take this opportunity to stretch and get some water if you need it. Maybe get a snack too. All right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Bye. Spacey Bartoltelli will return after the break. I'm back. And I'm back. Thank you for your patience, everybody. I got no mail yet. I'm expecting a package today. Oh yes, I agree, Moonlit. If you like the X series, wish games like this were a bit better. Yeah, I remember playing 30XX on stream. Was it last year? But I very much enjoyed my time, and I appreciate that there's like a mode that gets rid of the roguelike elements if you want. Well, I played in the roguelike mode, but I should try that again. I haven't beaten it yet. Should give it another fair shake. Okay. Let's continue. Well, welcome back. Thank you. Well done, Maverick Hunter X. You have defeated my very best creations. Who are you? My name is Gate. I am the new leader of the Reploid race. My goal is to create a supreme nation only for Reploids. Of course, all inferior Reploids must be purged first. Hehehe. Are you insane? Don't you realize what you're doing? If the Reploids die out, there will be nobody left to rebuild our planet. Precisely. Don't you see? This is the perfect opportunity. The stage is open for me to bring about a new era only for Reploids. At long last, the chance I have been waiting for has arrived. I will not allow anyone to stand in my way. However, Axe, I will acknowledge that your abilities are on a league of their own. After all, you did manage to defeat my investigators. Therefore, I formally invite you to my laboratory. I won't hide anymore. I believe we all agree a proper face-to-face introduction is long overdue, yes? I'll be waiting for you, X. That was a good laugh. Yeah, I know, right, Gospel? If the Reploids die out, then humans will just, like, build stuff like they used to. Gate is behind everything. He's our target. I've located his secret lab. Time to end this nightmare. Nice. Okay. Well, I want the part. Wait a second. We have a part to equip for Zero. So we got Saber Extend, Shot Eraser, and then I want to do Master Saber. I will get rid of Super Recover to make room for that. I can fit one more here. So I got Quick Charge. I could do Defense Barrier? Speed Shot might be cool too. I'll do D-Barrier. Okay. You like the old translation on Cygnus's line? Gate is behind everything. Stop his evil. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the bliss. I'm kind of disappointed. This is literally the only place in the game where you can ride a ride armor. There's literally only one ride armor in the entire game, and it's this one. And it's just for this short section. Unless I'm misremembering about Gates' lab. Come on. No, I wish I could take it further. Can I break these? Where's the secret route? Hold on, I need to... Oops. It's like they made this level late and they were like, oh yeah, car. Because I remember getting to the second section of this level. And then it just wasn't there. Second nightmare press. Keep going left. Okay. Okay, so I just have to get to the second section. Okay, there's a... It's left from a second set of ladders, okay. What? Oh. I keep forgetting it's kind of finicky. Ah. Wait a second. I just got an idea. Let's go! And it never despawns. Oh, yeah, we had the same idea. I think, Purple Goshia. Let's go! Okay, nothing there. Anything cool over here? No. Yeah, that is really funny. I like that you could do that. Yeah, so Saber Plus just increases the Z Saber's damage, right? I feel like this is the damage it should have been doing in the base game. Like, this is comparable to what I feel like the damage it was doing in X4. Okay. No. Do not casually approach me. What did I just say? Come on. Ah! Maybe a Mara option. Okay. The right idea. Okay, so drop here. Wait a second. Is there a way to break these? Maybe if I dash into them, no. I wonder why those blocks are there. You send swimsuits at that? A slanting slash. Okay, down S. Oh, okay. Wait. So... Okay, that's a ceiling one. Down in special emitter? Okay. Oh! I would have not figured that out without help. So, thank you. Shoo! Alright. So here is the secret part. What are... Okay, so each of these, like, requires, like, a different special ability to break, or... Okay, it's all the same. Nice. Oh, we get another ride armor. Oh, it's an auto-scroller. But it's fine, as long as we don't lose the armor. Yeah, a lot of the level design in this game is just like very like slapped together. So I think some of the issues that I personally have with the game like run deeper than just a few numbers could change. Is there a way I can break any of those blocks with the ride armor? I don't think so. If only there was a surface that didn't move that I could, like, put the ride armor on top of to cheese this section like before. But, unfortunately, we have the conveyor belt pushing it along. Come on. Disembark, please. Nice. Really? I didn't expect you to get the end of that. Do I have to get the ride armor there all the way to the end? So I have to figure out a way to clear that part with the blocks while still having the ride armor. Ah, I'll do. Do I have to disembark? If I disembark, the ride armor is gonna go off screen though. Maybe by doing that, I desynced it to what it was before. And hopefully that's enough. Okay, yeah, I could try that. So I'll let it bonk the ride armor on the head just so that like the timing is a little bit different. And I think that'll do the trick. There you go. So I break the first block and jump on the second one before it lowers again. Ah. I see the vision. I have to be careful not to attack on the ground, only in the air. Oh, so close.
Ready?
Oh, thank you for care combo slayers. Oh, thanks for being stretchy. You think ground scaravitch breaks those blocks, but then I have to disembark from the ride armor. And if it goes off screen, I'm screwed.
Ready?
How does it work? If I stay on the brown blocks, I'll get scrolled off screen eventually. But maybe if I cause it to desync by doing that, then it should be enough. There we go. Okay, thanks for the tip. Hopefully there's no more blocks we have to contend with. Boss fight? Where's the armor part? Oh, it's Dynamo. Long time no see. Long time no see. Dynamo, why are you here? Nightmare souls, baby. They're great. Hey, would you mind throwing a couple this way? Is he addicted to them? Oh, that's his weakness. Okay. Goodbye. Much easier than Gate. I mean, not Gate, High Max. Man, still can't even put a scratch on you. Bye, Zero.
Jenna.
Well. Welcome back, Hiroha. Cookies are out of the oven. Nice. Oh, okay. Where is the armor? Further right past the portal? Yeah, that's probably what I missed. What is even the point of that section then? If it only leads to the boss, why couldn't I just like go to any other secondary section? Well, there aren't even any Reploids to rescue in that press. Okay. Let's try going X with the Shadow Armor. See if it actually like updates it into the full set once we get it. So that's another change that X6 Tweaks does, is that you can use incomplete armors. It'll just be regular X, but with a slightly changed color palette. But he has the functions of the arm, leg, and body parts of the Shadow Armor right now. And then once we get the head part, we'll be good as gravy. Okay, so ground dash is the one that breaks those. Okay. Ah! Oops. This is a checkpoint. Nice. Oh right, I can't use special weapons in this armor. Okay, I gotta back out then. Oops. Okay. So, we are going Falcon. Okay.
Ready?
Oh cool, I can use a charged attack. That's neat. Nice. Oh, Stammer 6, hello! Hope you're doing well. Whoops. Ow. Rats. Oh.
Ready?
There we go. Oh, okay. That doesn't cause crush deaths. Okay, ground dash. It doesn't even one-hit KO those enemies. Okay. Let's do your Mar option. Okay, cool. Ground dash. Shoo! Oh, how am I gonna dash over this? Okay. For arrow? No. Like that. Okay. Maybe I could use the Magma Blades animation to kind of stagger my fall. Oh, I was close. I was close.
Ready?
I think Magma Blade's the trick, though. After I ground dash these. That's such a dumb weapon. Holy crap. Okay. Let's go. You just stuck like that. Thanks.
X, step into this capsule and I'll grant you a program to modify your armor. This capsule contains the head program for the shadow armor. With them, you'll be able to swing the Z-Saber much faster. Please protect the Earth from this nightmare.
Let's go. Okay. We are done here. Forever. So I'm just missing one part of the blade armor, and then we have both armors. Shadow armor completed! Amazon area? Oh, right. I remember now. Does shadow armor have the mobility needed for that? Keeping in mind that shadow armor has the air dash and X6 tweaks. Okay. It's probably better I use shadow armor anyway, because Amazon area is littered with spikes. Am I going for 100%? Just the armors is fine enough for me. Maybe the second E-tank, if I can figure out how to get it. That's in Amazon area too, isn't it? An air dash and shadow comes with a high jump. Oh, right, the high jump. Yeah, so I think the two things that we need to, like, literally have everything other than the parts from the rescued Reploids. Look at him, he's so cool! This is such a cool armor. Like, your default Buster shoots ninja stars. And then the charge version lets you slash the sword. and you have the high jump. Like, this is like one of my favorite X armors. It's so good. The only downside is that in base X6, you kind of suffer a little bit from not having an air dash, but that is fixed in this tweaks, in this mod. Oh, high jump. Okay. Let's go. Okay, where is the armor part to the right from here? Okay, blade armor leg. After dropping into the first underground area, there's an opening in the wall behind the nightmare insect to the right. Okay. Let's go. Okay, that was easy. I can't believe I missed that.
X, I wonder if you will ever know peace. I wished for you to live in a world free of war and strife, but we must put an end to this nightmare.
Oh, it probably expects that this is the first armor part you get because his dialogue is different.
Forgive me. All I could do is give you this armor. This capsule contains the foot program for the blade armor. This program will enhance your dash performance and enable you to perform the Mach Dash, an aerial dash that renders you invulnerable for a split second. It allows you to hurt enemies by air dashing into them.
You really put a lot of thought into this, Dr. Light.
For the Earth, for the future. Good luck.
Well, I think Shadow Armor is the better pick for Gate 1. But yeah, now we have all of our goodies. Yay! Energy up, life recover. Blade armor completed. I'm gonna take Sippy. Ah. Blade armor has both the standard air dash and the Mach Dash. Nice. Okay, how do I perform the Mach Dash with it again? Do I have to press like the special button or something? Or like up and jump or something? I was never able to like figure that out in base X6. Pressing jump in midair. Okay. So it's basically his double jump. Okay, okay. Alright. Gate slab. And let's go Shadow Armor, see how well we do. Oh, I should have checked my parts before I came here too. And we're starting. Gate 1 is right where we started. To think we'd find Gate's lavatory here of all places. Proceed a little further ahead. I'm getting some heavy interference, so I can't get a clear visual. Can you see anything? I can see a large crater. It's almost as if it's inviting me in. I think it leads to the laboratory. I'll probably lose contact with you once I enter, Aelia. Yeah, even now I'm getting an awful lot of noise. Be careful, X. Alright, I'm going in. It's dark in here, but there's a faint light right ahead. Can you see anything, Aelia? Aelia, can you hear me? The communication's off already. Well, nowhere to go but forward. Haha, spike immunity! It is very cathartic. After many, many games with one-hit kill spikes. I mean, we had the Gaia armor in X5, but it doesn't really get a lot of use. And it just randomly starts bringing back enemies from Mega Man X4 in the laboratory stages. Why didn't it use them in other levels? Like, we literally have not seen these specific, like, wall crawly enemies since, Web Spider stage in X4. I don't think they're used anywhere else. And these dudes! Like, why are they suddenly introducing new enemy types in the fortress levels when they're known to, like, reuse, like, earlier enemies? Ah, okay. What is this? Oh. Yeah, this song is a remix of the X Hunter Fortress stage in Mega Man X2. Okay. Yes. What the heck? Why? Why? Was there supposed to be a mini-boss there and they just ran out of time? But I guess it's just like a gentle introduction to this part. Auto-scroller. When it comes to auto-scrollers like these, I like it when they let you go faster if you want, but you just can't, like, go back down. You know, kind of like the original Mario Bros. Okay, this boss. I'm not sure if Shadow Armor's limited range was the best choice for this boss fight, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I can't break through it. Maybe if I get the one on the wall? No. At least I have good armor for this. Yes, please. Guess I just have to get lucky with the placement. Oh my gosh, the super stretched flame sprite. That looks really silly. No. Oh, it's going counterclockwise now. There's no indication that it's going to. Yippee. Okay, one down. Ow. Nice, full heal. What's my... Okay, that's just a charged gig attack. I think that's one of the changes in X6 tweaks is that they heavily nerfed the collision damage on this boss. Because before it used to take off like a quarter of your health each touch. Let's go! Giga attack on the last core? I wonder, yeah, I don't think I've ever used the Giga attack on the Shadow Armor. Awesome! Very thankful for that nerf. Thank you, patchmakers. Perfect.
My stones! We have a new record!
You managed to get this far. Seems you surpassed me once again, Aelia. I like how this game kind of like fleshes out Aelia's backstory too. Big improvement to her character from X5. You were always at the top, weren't you? You're wrong. You're the one who was always better at everything. I only managed to go up the ranks because I obediently followed orders. Well, you followed your own schedule. That's all there is to it. Skill alone means nothing. You have to use it for the good of everyone. Aelia understood that, but you didn't. You have to understand that a nation only for Reploids won't work. Reploids and humans depend on each other. We can't do a thing by ourselves. We cannot survive without one another. You saw what happened to the Reploforce. As a scientist, you of all people should know this better than anyone. You mean to tell me humans will be the ones to rebuild this broken planet? Don't make me laugh. All they're good for is hiding like the cowards they are. Only us Reploids are able to do even the most menial work. Then again, it is because of us that we are in this situation right now. Yeah, so the translation is actually touching on the idea of why can't humans do it. Isn't that so, X? X, don't let him get to you. Don't worry, Cygnus. I'm okay. I admit it, Reploids are far from perfect, especially since we can go Maverick. That's why my abilities didn't get the recognition they deserved. However, those very abilities of mine allowed me to create something truly unique. You know, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I am ashamed to admit this, but I didn't get this far all by myself. Instead, as if by divine providence, I found this. Do you have any idea as to what this could be? I thought it was just rubbish at first, but then I realized. This is a fragment of Zero's body, and with this I have obtained Zero's DNA. Such marvelous data. I felt as though the gates of heaven opened to me. With such power, creating Hymax and the Nightmare virus was child's play. The feeling of bliss, it was almost maddening. I held in my hands the very power to create the perfect Reploids. But even for this, there is a limit. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here right now. You can blame your own greed for that. You're right, Zero's DNA holds enormous power. But this power isn't something just anyone can use. It doesn't work like this. And I'll teach you that firsthand, Gate. You use Zero, my best friend, to torment the few remaining Reploids on Earth. What you've done is unforgivable. I'll make you pay for this! Yes, come at me! As long as you live, I won't be able to build my perfect nation. So let's finish this, X. Ah. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, Axel does have an ability like that to copy the DNA of Reploids. But we'll learn about him during X7. Which I've never played before. I'm gonna put it off as long as possible. But if I beat all 4 Zero games early, then I guess maybe... Alright, save complete. Alright, let's check our parts. So we now have Life Recover, which I don't know what it does. And the other two are stuff that we've had before. Shock Buffer. Oh, I bet that reduces knockback. I think Buster... Okay, Buster Plus I like. I guess I'm fine with this layout. Pagey Wage. Alright, next up we'll use the Blade Armor. And then for the final Gates Lab, we'll use Zero. Life Recover is a one-time full heal. It comes back with every stage visit, so think of it as a third E-Tank that you don't have to fill. Oh, that's useful. Alright, Blade Armor, let's go. Random boulders. That's not cool. That's very basic. I could just hold it to charge, and then I release. Yeah, and it's got like a plasma shot, kind of like the fourth armor from X4. What's this way? Is this the way forward? No. And just the normal air dash is so cool. Yeah, and you can use it in 4 directions. So you can dash upwards if you want to. I think this is my pick for like the best armor in the game, bar none. Like the Shadow Armor is cool and all, but it's low range, kind of hinders it. Full heal, thank you. And the dash is so fast. Especially with the Speedster chip. Oh, I can air dash up like that if I wanted to. But I'm gonna play it safe. Come on. Yeah, but so by charging it with the jump button, we can like stagger our movement in the air temporarily. Oh, does it do damage? Whoopsie. No! After all that. Okay. Nice. Nice. No. Is there anything cool up here? Is it like a shortcut? Okay, it's a shortcut. Okay, I don't trust myself. No! Rants! Oh, thank you for chibi form. Oh, okay, so that's a shortcut if I can time it properly. Nice. Nice. What the? Oh, okay. Oops. Ah! Okay. Yeah, Moonlit, they did, like, just put a bunch of things everywhere and call it a day. I might need to go Shadow Armor again for this part. Let me try. Wait, what? Oh, we unlocked the Ultimate Armor for getting, maximum rank. And the Black Armor for 0. I bet that's an X6 Tweaks thing. The ultimate. Oh, that'll come in handy for when we do the boss rushes 0. I can't remember, are there 3 gate levels or 4? I think there's 4. Okay. So we've got the ultimate armor if we want it. But I need spike protection. Yeah, I think there's 4 still.
Ready?
Yeah, that's one of the big changes in X6 Tweaks is that you can earn the ultimate and Black Zero armors without needing a cheat code. Oh, right, I got spike immunity, so I don't have to worry. Thank you. Yeah, I guess it makes sense because there's so many like enemies that drop nightmare souls in this level. Like if you aren't at max rank by this point, then you probably will get it fairly quickly. We don't have the blade armor's mobility, but we won't need it. No. Rats. Okay, let me try this. There we go. There we go. Nice. Cool. There we go. Okay, we are farther than we were before. So I think this is a high max fight. And the little tip at the end of our charge shot does count as a special weapon, so we should be able to get through it. Okay. And I have 2 E-tanks. Yeah, X6 definitely fixes the most, like, egregious issues. Namely that, like, you were so limited in what character and armor you could bring into the final levels just because of how they were designed. Made it impossible for most of the combinations. But now it's possible for every, like, character and armor, I think. You cannot defeat me, Maverick Hunter. Your abilities are worlds apart from mine. Give up. You're still going on about that. I don't care how strong you are. I can't lose now. I'll put a stop to this insanity. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, the charge saber now is able to damage high max. Doable. Haha. Let's go. Yeah, I love that. I love how we can just slash him. We don't have to do the song and dance with hitting the special weapon first. Magma Blade was the only option in base X6, so it was actually impossible. Yeah, it was. Haha. Shadow Armor was like such a letdown in the base game, so I'm very glad for these changes. Let's go! That was actually a fun and dynamic fight. Like, the first time X battle, where... Like at least in this version of the fight, you can work around the extreme invincibility that he has. But in the previous one, you had no choice but to wait. Lots and lots of waiting. Can I do Gate 1 without the Shadow Armor in the mod? Yes, you can. They add up. They have an option that lets you add a platform to the first vertical hallway, so that unarmored axe can get past that part. They don't use those rolling rocks anywhere except for here and the intro stage. If they used them throughout, it would reinforce having to alternate between the Buster and the Z-Saber, which I think would have been pretty cool. Also, yeah, I guess it leads right into the gate fight. Yeah, that's another tragic thing about the Shadow Armor in base X6 is that, like, it's well suited for these level parts, but it just, like, it's the bosses that it couldn't get past. Yeah, this part! Like, how... It's like they expect you to bring Shadow Armor into this. Invisible spike drops. Why? Wait. I do like that they're bringing back gimmicks from all the levels. Nice. Yeah, it's a decent length game. About the length of the other PlayStation X games. Please. Thank you. Yeah, this is... I think this was straight up impossible for Shadow Armor. So that's why they gave the air dash. Okay. Alright. We are facing off against Gate. Oh, Moonlit. Was 30XX specifically inspired by X6, or was it just the X series in general? I just figured, like, general series, the general X series. Hmm. Impressive, X. You've managed to destroy every single one of my works. Stand down, Gate. There's nothing more you can do. Not yet. There's one final experiment I want to perform. Gate, don't! You're making a big mistake. You'll get yourself killed. I don't care what happens to me, as long as I get to study your inner workings. I've been waiting all my life for a chance like this. I'm not going to let it pass me by, even if it costs me my life. Let's do this, X. Gate's armor actually looks really cool. So the main gimmick with this fight is that you cannot damage him unless you reflect his shots back at him. And he likes to run into you and cause touch damage. Yeah, basically destroying them causes a spread of projectiles to appear. But I wish it would go in his direction. Nice. Yes. Aw, dang it. Nice. I wonder if I should use... Yeah, I'll use my E-Tank. I think I'll have an opportunity to go back to the stage left screen after this. Oh. He's destroying platforms now. I just wish he'd move and attack faster. It's like he knows he causes collision damage. Yes. Come on. Thank you. Please shoot something. There we go. Thank you for your cooperation. Please. Thank you. Why are they color-coded when they all do the same thing? Let's go! I'm glad they suspend you in the air after he's destroyed. Yeah, exactly, X. Gate loves to not play the game. Ah, thank you. The bosses are like a piece of cake from this point onwards. Ugh, even with Zero's DNA, I still couldn't win. No, it was too advanced for me to understand. To think such an ancient program could have outsmarted me. Well, you live and learn. But this isn't over yet. I can't just lay down and die like this after all. I prepared for this in case everything else failed. I really wished I wouldn't have to use this. I'm putting my own life on the line with this. I've reached into the depths of hell. I have resurrected Sigma. Of course you have. Don't get cocky, you fool. I can't be killed that easily. I never needed your help. Bothersome insect, get out of my sight. What a scream.
Oh no.
No, the only nuisance left is you. This time we'll settle this. I'll be waiting for you. Oh no, it's him again. But it looks like he's still not fully restored. I've got to hurry. X, can you hear me? I was worried sick about you. Isn't that Isaac? He seems to have stopped functioning. Is he dead? This is similar to the erasure incident. And there's no signal either. What the heck is this? No, I've got no time for this. I must go after Sigma. Yeah, we have to stop him before he spreads more ligma. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, all that's left is the boss rush. We'll use 0 for that. The Hunter Rake be like, oh. I guess it's meant to be like Ultimate Hunter. I need to play Extreme 2 to understand the erasure incident. Yeah, I don't know what it is. So, that is an option. Alright. 0 for the finale. I believe he will have the black armor since we unlocked it. Like, there's no way to, like, choose between normal and black armor 0.
Ready?
Alright. I'm not sure what's different between, like, what's different with the black armor 0. I think it's just that, we have better, like, defense, maybe? And we have a different saber color? Oh boy. Alright, here's the boss 3 fights. 0 takes half damage and no knockback. Let's go! Okay. Who's this? I guess it doesn't matter, because we're not doing special weapon weaknesses. I think 0's Giga attack is the weakness here. Oh, it's nice to have actually decent hit invincibility now. Goodbye. Yeah, Caitlin, that's correct. So in the original X6, they programmed the ability to get the Black Armor 0 at 5,000 Nightmare Souls. But the thing with that is that in order to do that, you have to fight the Nightmare version of 0 as 0, which, of course, anyone knows, after you fight and beat Nightmare 0, you unlock 0, but then after that, he's replaced with High Max. So, TWEAKS fixes that. That was just like a straight-up programming oversight. Okay, I think fire's the weakness here. Like, you could tell that this boss, and only this boss, was drawn by the artist who did the bosses in X5 and X4. Now, goodbye. Wow. He's not a good boy. He caused the loss of innocent life. Okay, next up. Alright, Heatniks. I think the ground dash is his weakness. I'll just do this. Because our sword breaks his projectiles. Thank you for staying still. Is he just straight up weak to the normal, like, sword slashes? Goodbye. Thoughts on the concept of a boss rush in games? I can get behind them when if they do something to vary it up. In most Mega Man games, though, they don't do that. You just fight the same bosses a second time with no changes. I especially love the way that the fan-made 16-bit remake of X8 did it, where you go through gauntlets beforehand, and depending on the combination of gauntlets you go through, you fight more than one boss at a time. That's such a cool way to, like, add variety to the experience. And I also really like the way that Pizza Tower handled boss refights. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't played it yet, but, like, it's so good. Stop that. See, that's the way that you... At least I appreciate that when he goes underground, he's only there for like a few seconds. Unlike, say, Wheelgator or Drill Man. Goodbye. The way he's posed here makes it look like the final shot was right where the sun don't shine. Yeah, Pizza Tower has the perfect boss rush. All I will say is that during that boss rush, you are powered up, like, extremely. So it makes it go by, like, way faster. Yeah, good music, too. So another kind of, like, I guess it's not really a boss rush, per se, but I like it when bosses return in the late levels as normal enemies. What's his weakness, Yamar? Yeah. I like how they gave him different voice clips based on how big the boulder is. Goodbye. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Alex. A boss comes back later, but maybe it, like, has reduced health compared to its original encounter. I really should be healing between phases. It's just that it takes a while to get up there. Okay, how do I do the icicle one? Okay, Hydroga. Come on. That should be his weakness. Whatever. Maybe I needed to destroy the things first? Yeah, there we go. I love his flinching animation there. He looks like he's getting ready to dance a jig. Aw, I fall down automatically after a time. Oh, cool. We can do that as long as his jewels aren't there. You remember that Pokemon that was, I think it came out in Pokemon Sun and Moon? Was it Turtonator? I remember when it came out and everybody was in the Mega Man community was making Rainy Turtloid references because both of their, like, idol stances are exactly the same. Yeah, Turtonator. Yeah, they're the same. And they're both fire types. Yes, that too. It's kind of crazy. Makes me wonder if somebody on the character designer team, like the Pokemon design team for that game, is a Mega Man fan. Okay, what was his weakness? Maybe the spinning attack? I don't think so. Oh, right, it was the metal sword. Goodbye. Should heal. Goodbye. Yeah, it's a final level. And the Sigma fight afterwards is like one of the easiest in the whole series, so I think the boss rush is the main, like the last bit of difficulty. Alright. I think this is the last one. Wow. Oh, right, this guy. What was the command for guard shell? Right, down special. Using his weakness against them is making him, like, create copies right away, I think. Goodbye. Yeah, Infinity Maginian is definitely, like, the weirdest one to wrap a strategy around. Okay. Let's get our healing back. Oh, we have to go up here anyway. Haha. And I think all that's left is just a straight line with enemies. I just noticed the dragon dude in the background. Why does Gate have that? There's no reason. It's not even a robot. Just feels out of place. It's like he put it there just because he's into that kind of like style. Yes. Thank you. No, thank you. There we go. Ah. Oh, okay, they are robots. Never mind. I see the one on the right is, like, dilapidated. It's like somebody forced him to do this. Like you know, like it has the same energy of like dragging like someone to work when they're drunk, and they're like, oh. As I thought, you're still not fully recovered, are you, Sigma?
Is it X0? Doesn't matter. I'll tear you apart.
Can't let that happen. There's no way I'll waste this chance. This time I'll destroy you for good.
Nonsense. This body's more than enough to crush you.
We'll just see about that. Okay, that's his weakness. I guess they tried to make him like a scary zombie. But it kind of falls flat when the very first thing he does when he comes in is like plop on the ground. They tried to make up for the fact that he gets knocked back by his weakness with launching a bunch of homing projectiles at you. But it's like, it's no big deal. Yeah, Sigma's animations are like so rough. Okay. I know you're still here, Sigma. Show yourself.
Wrong girl! No! True fear! Die, Zero! Die!
Yeah, he needs a few more minutes in the oven. He's finally lost it. He's not even making sense anymore. That's what happens when you do such a half-baked job at coming back to life. But don't worry, I'll clean up this mess. This is the end, Sigma. It's the same energy as somebody who is just like really, really mad online. And they're just like mashing in all caps. Okay. Alright, what weapon do I need to use to hurt him? Oh wait, I need to wait until his mouth is open. Right. And the other thing too is that the enemies that he spawns can heal you. They drop health pickups. And look how fast his health bar is going down with just my normal sword slashes. It's literally the easiest boss fight in the game.
Whoa! It's useless! Useless! I can't die! You know that, Zero!
I don't have time to listen to your prattle. There's a world that needs rebuilding, and you're not a part of it. Go to heck. And this time, stay there.
As long as you exist, I'll return! Again and again, I will...
Oh, that hurt my mouth. It's fun making voices, though. Cough drop is not a bad idea. Well, wait a second. Yeah, go home, Sigma, you're drunk. So, according to my analysis, it will take way too long to subside on its own. Even if we try to accelerate the process, it won't make much of a difference. To be honest, I'm not even entirely sure if it can be removed at all. I don't care. We've got to do it before it's too late. But you haven't presented any undesirable effects so far. You should be fine as you are, shouldn't you? Besides, I don't mean to pry, but... without you around, what will we do if something happens again? Sorry. Didn't mean to get you worried, but it's alright. You still have a fine Maverick Hunter around. One even better than myself. Besides, there could be no peace as long as I'm around. Yes, I know. I suppose you're ready then. Yeah, I'm ready. Well, when should I be waking up? If everything goes according to schedule, you should wake up around the 15th of August, 102 years from now. Got it. Here's to a successful sleep. I'll leave the rest up to you. Understood. Well then, sleep well. Yeah, a successful sleep? That's the most unrealistic part of the game. Let's go! Overall, I'd say X6 tweaks, it doesn't fix everything. It's still X6 and all the janky level design and, like, weird spike placements and everything. But I'd still say it's essential for anyone who is able to use this mod. Highly recommended. It makes rescuing Reploids a lot less tedious because, you know, in the base game, if you miss them once, they're gone for good. But in this game, not only can you just restart and try again if you miss them, but it also removes any Reploid that did not give you parts. So when you rescue one, you know you're getting a part. And it does a lot of other good quality of life things. It makes it so that certain armor combinations are actually able to get through all the levels in the game. Which I think especially benefits the Shadow Armor. The Shadow Armor is so much fun now with these changes. Yeah, that, not only that, but again, like like just like Moonlit pointed out, it comes with like an external tool that lets you like fine-tune which changes you want to have. So it's a very nice way to customize the experience. And I just played with the default settings. Going back, I probably would make it so that getting a game over does not send you to the beginning of the stage anymore. But yeah. Yeah, it turns it from just an absolutely awful experience into one that has ups and downs. With tweaks, I don't know where I would rank it right now. Probably still at the bottom because... well, not the bottom. I'd say I'd put it above X5 Improvement Project. Well, that's not true. I think, like, if we're just talking the vanilla games, I would put X6 over X5, but with the improvement patches, I'd put X5 Improvement Project over X6 tweaks. Yeah, it's kind of tough for me with the improvement patches to rank all the first 6 X games. Other than the fact that, like, I think X1 and X4 are the GOAT still. Oh, that's cool! So yeah, you can change it so you either restart the entire level, start at the midway checkpoint, or start right where you died. Yeah, X4 is so good. Like, I'd say X1 or X4 are very good, like, entry points for people who are interested in the Mega Man X series. Like, cause they're like very polished and they have a lot of thought put into them. And they're definitely like the most approachable of the X games. X4 is what you started with? Nice! Yeah, I had a lot of fun with the Unarmored X challenge a while back. I'm kind of tempted to try this one fan mod that makes it so that, like, everything moves at maximum speed. It looks nuts. But I don't know if I'd be able to handle it. maybe if I run out of other Mega Man games to play, I could just do it for the funnies. You started with X5? Oh, Hirlaha, I'd say that's another good entry point purely from a difficulty standpoint, because that's the only X game to have a tutorial. Like a bespoke tutorial. Seeing Space C play all the games is instant joy. Ah, thank you. Yeah. The Blue Bomber has always been near and dear to my heart, so it's cool that, like, every January I get to show people, like, where one of my core inspirations came from. We've attained 5,400 souls, rescued 34 Reploids, and we beat the game in 3 hours. And our hunter rank for both X and Zero is which stands for Ultimate Hunter, I guess. Yeah. Awesome. Now try to following secret commands and see what happens. Oh, right. These are just the cheat codes for Ultimate Armor and Black Zero. But those are unlocked organically in X6 Tweaks. Okay, so let me hop over to the game screen and we can wrap things up. I mean the chat screen. Okay. Hold on a second. Just gonna make sure that it's all good to go. Alright. All good. Nice. Ah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Oh, okay, so you have your own prefab moonlet. I see. Nice. So, yeah, I think I would only continue on to X7, like, if I run out of other Mega Man games to play. Which, next up on my list, on Thursday, I'm gonna be starting the Mega Man Zero series, which, that's why I got the Zero ending in X6 just now, because it leads in pretty smoothly to the beginning of Zero 1. Like, in X6, his ending ends with him going to sleep in a capsule, and at the beginning of Zero 1 is when he wakes up from that capsule. So, like, it's a nice way to kind of, like, connect them a little bit. Oh, okay. I'm getting some DMs. Oh, Bob, thank you. Thank you for sending me the video you were talking about earlier. About, like, gacha games. Okay. I think that's good. I'm not sure if my package came yet. It might be delayed by a day. I guess we'll see. Yes, Moonlit. I did buy the Zero's ZX collection on Steam, and that's how I'm gonna play the game. I do know that for the original GBA version of some of the Zero games, there are really interesting character mods, but I'm just gonna play the base experience. I will say that it's kind of like the Zero series is a bit of an enigma, because like the first game is probably like the hardest. And then I feel like they get progressively a little bit easier as you go along, which is kind of interesting. Like, it's not like from a pure gameplay standpoint, you might think it's kind of backwards a little bit, but I kind of like how it makes it feel like Zero is progressively getting stronger between games. Because you'll see, like, when we start 0-1, we only have, like, a very basic moveset, but, like, as we use our weapons, we gain, like, new moves that we can do. Which, on its own, that kind of mechanic is a pretty good way of introducing new players to complex, like, movesets. Like, the quintessential example being Banjo-Kazooie. When you start Banjo-Kazooie, literally all you can do is jump. And you actually have to go to, like, move tutors around Spiral Mountain in order to, like, progressively learn every move. So in concept, it's a good way to teach players how to play the game. But I don't agree with the way 0-1 handled it. But you'll see what I mean once I start playing. But yeah, and on top of that, there's a lot of, like, optional, like, stuff in quite a few of the Zero games where you need to get, like, the maximum rank on a mission in order to get them, which creates an unstable equilibrium where only the best players will get the best moves that Zero can perform. And it's like, why? Why? I remember it was especially a problem in Zero 2 for me. So what I did when I played it on GBA was I played with the Game Shark code that always forced my rank to be S rank, so that I could always like get like moves and boss powers. I don't know why they did that. I guess this was kind of like Inafune's like experimental phase where he kind of wanted to do something new with the Mega Man formula. So like he kind of went in a bit more of a Metroidvania direction with Zero 1 especially. But it's kind of funny, like as the Zero series went on, he kind of like trimmed all of those like more experimental features off, and by the time of Zero 4, it's pretty similar to like a baseline Mega Man game. They removed the ranking thing in 4? Yeah, yes they did. Yeah, exactly. It makes it feel like he's de-rusting from his 100-year nap that he doesn't start with any of his moves. You didn't need to get the ranks to get the items. Oh, yeah, right. I just remember there was some like EX skills or some armors or something that you can only get if you're at a higher rank. That was changed? Oh, wait, did they change that for the Zero's EX collection or just for the later Zero games? I know that the Zero's EX collection adds like a rookie hunter mode, kind of like in the X Legacy collection too. Which is quite nice if you just want to enjoy the story, because the story is really good. Just for layer zeros. Okay. Yeah, in 4 you can just like toggle it at the press of a button, which is quite nice. I quite like the way Zero 4 handled it. Ah, so good. Yeah. But yeah, one of my good game design friends is working on a really cool game called Starbuster, which very much like takes like huge inspiration from the Zero series in particular. Like you can tell if you've ever seen gameplay footage of it. It was made by my friend Proto, who was one of the main programmers for Freedom Planet 2. So you could say that Freedom Planet 2 has Starbuster DNA in it. But I'm really yes, Alex, thank you for the link. It's made by like his studio name is Strange Matter. Like when you boot up Freedom Planet 2, you'll see the Strange Matter logo along with everybody else's. But yeah, it's on itch.io, the demo, I believe. It's one of those long-term projects where I think it's going to be in development for a few more years. But oh my gosh, it'll be worth the wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Yes, it is in the vein of Zero. Like, you can tell it wears its Zero inspiration specifically on its sleeves. And there is some Freedom Planet inspiration that has seeped in too since Proto joined our team. Like, you can especially feel it with the grind rails and how, like, it kind of makes for some, like, curved terrain almost. Yeah, and it has 2 main characters, and the one that's most similar to Zero is, like, this robot. What's his name? I can't remember. Alpha, I think? Yeah, it's Alpha. Yes. So he's like the de facto protagonist, but you can also play as this dinosaur girl named Cassie, and she has a grappling hook. So it's kind of like, she plays kind of more like a Freedom Planet character would. If they had like a grappling hook where you could grapple anywhere. It's so good. Yeah, I like them both for different reasons. and Cassie's personality is just like so sarcastic and bratty. It's amazing. Like their dialogue exchanges. Oh yeah, Moonlit, I haven't played as a DLC character yet in 30XX. That's another reason for me to pick it up sometime soon. Maybe we could actually do that this month, depending on how things go with the Zero series. If I beat the 4 Zero games early, which I think I'm gonna be like right on the money. I think each one will take me two streams to get through. But like, yeah. We could check it out because I haven't even like beaten it yet. I got pretty far last time. I think I only had like 1 level left when I ended up getting a game over. It's a pet RoboCat, but they're riding a ride armor. Right. I've seen pictures of that. And the sprite work in 30XX is so beautiful. My goodness. Lots of cool games to look forward to. And of course, I will be working hard as always on my own projects. I'm getting a lot of spam emails recently for some reason. Oh my goodness. I kind of want, like, maybe after I have my 2.0 debut, I could like have like a silly stream where I kind of like just show people all the different types of spam emails I've gotten over the years. And it could be like a good like 101 in terms of like what to look for too, in terms of like spam or like phishing. I think that'd be pretty cool. I guess it's just contingent on how much spam I get in the next few months, so that I can like make a folder for it. Yeah, Code Bunny. I really like that too. That came out on Steam recently, and I played through like the new speedrun mode, and it was nice. I didn't really get an opportunity to use the new moves. That's kind of, I will admit, that feels a bit weird. That you beat the game, then you beat it again in time attack, and then you get moves. But if you play the game a third time with those moves, like there's not much reason to. So it kind of makes me wonder, like maybe the moves like could be unlocked by getting like certain optional collectibles. That would be cool. But I get why they did it like that, because like there needed to be an incentive to play through time attack, because it's otherwise the same game as it is in the base. Oh, Blue Ninja. I haven't heard of that before. I'll have to check it out sometime. Nice. Let's see. Let's see if there's somebody you can raid. I think I'll call it early. Oh, what the heck? My friend Trip happens to be streaming later than I am. So, Trip recently got a VTuber model, which very happy for her. So our raid Trip's out too. Alex posted our raid message if you're subscribed to me. If you're not, you can just save that raid. Okay. So, without further ado, I shall bid you all adieu. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. And I will be back on Thursday for some Mega Man Zero, and then on Friday for some chill pixel art. It's good to be back in the full swing of things. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Please take care of yourselves, and that's a wrap. Bye. Bats.